Welcome to Cougar Talk, and we have a very special guest. Stacey's back.
Yay! Special.
We didn't scare her too much last time.
Bring it
for more.
Even though I needed to go to therapy months after, I'm okay. Really, I'm fine.
So last time we talked about using pop rockets for it's sex candy, basically, and but this time I found out something about apples, but not for pleasure. Oh, I guess you could. I guess you could.
Now I'm confused. All right.
Like an apple or an apple seed?
It's apple seeds. So it depends on your version, but if you wanted to get rid of somebody, apple seeds can be toxic, like lethal.
Well, there we go.
That's why I said it's iffy on the pleasure. I don't know.
Is that really why you're not supposed to eat apple seeds then? Not because they'll grow an apple in your stomach?
Wait, yeah, that's bollocks, because I eat, I'm not a great, I'm just I'll eat it, My friend used to eat the whole core. Like, she would be one of those that, the entire apple she'd eat. So she's not, she's fine.
Well, I mean, I always heard, don't eat seeds, then, you'll grow watermelon in your belly and all this. But yeah, so I don't even know how I ended up here. But apple seeds apparently, and cherry seeds and pears,
how much are we talking though?
It can be like a lethal dose within minutes.
What's a lethal dose? Like a whole apple?
Or is that because all of us have eaten apple seeds, but I'm thinking are you shoving so much down their throat they actually are choking instead of dying?
I don't know. But I was like, this could be good in a book. Like if someone could you actually detect the apple seeds is what killed? Like if you were
it'd be in their stomach. But you'd first they just ate an apple. But if they had, like I said, a lot of apple seeds, maybe it's questionable. I don't know. I've yet to read a detective or a murder case that somebody died of apple seed poisoning. That'll be a new one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're on to something here, y'all. This is going to be the new way to kill somebody.
I love our Google search.
Dun, dun, dun. I'll never see it coming.
Yes, buy apples.
Yes. I just want to know what the lethal dose is.
Yeah, no, I like it. You and I are all now what? How exactly? And then do you bury? Can you bury the body under the apple tree? Is that giving back? Like the giving tree, you take, you give back.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's
kind of
I'll see. Maybe here's.
I'm just going to do arsenic. Sorry, it's just faster. Get to the point.
Yeah. I just found that so interesting. I was like, apple
that
seed.
Is interesting. But like I said, I want to know what the actual lethal dose is.
Yeah, the forbidden fruit right here.
I know. Well, yeah, hey, it goes right back to that story, yeah.
So yeah, okay. And so Stacey, I was looking at stuff about Seattle.
You didn't even know what time zone I was in. I'm like,
not right.
You can't get off, you can't get more Pacific, Central time.
It's way out there.
So, overall coffee culture interests me. So,
Starbucks originated here, so yeah, we're very.
Yeah. So, are you a coffee drinker?
I am. Yeah, I know. What's funny is I wasn't until I became an author, and I liked at the time. I was living in San Francisco, writing in cafes, and you had to buy something. And so my mom was like, "Oh, well, start with cafe latte or something like that." Because I was I like sweet and stuff like that. So first couple of times it kind of sat there, and then after a while it was one of those. Now it's put it in
an IV.
Yeah. So, actually I blame writing for getting me in coffee. I always love the smell, but I never actually drank it.
I love writing coffee. Yeah. No, I just want to come to Seattle and drink coffee. And I love grunge music, Nirvana.
Oh, well, and a lot of people don't like Starbucks, but there is a reserve that I took Kiki and Colleen to that, you get plain, the sample, you get whiskey flights, that kind of thing. You get coffee flights like that. It's it is the most like, it is beautiful. It's one of probably the prettiest coffee places, and they grind, it's an experience.
I would that would be fun.
Yeah,
very much. So here's
I was a little wired all day.
25 words that mean something entirely different in Seattle.
Rain. And we do not use umbrellas here. That is true. We do not.
Yeah, it's like this cracked me up. Sun,
we call it like that bright burning thing up there. We're like, ah!
Yes, I love this mysterious creature.
It visits us for a moment.
Causes mass celebration.
And then, I mean, it still could be 20 degrees and people are like, sun, flip-flops, shorts. Like it's that kind of,
Seriously, like I want to go. Just like this list alone is hilarious.
Well, and we like giving the idea that it rains all the time. And don't get me wrong, it rains a lot. But there is so much more here. And the entire, like when Kiki and them visited me, like we had that 112 degree weather like that. So we can get very warm weather, winters and rainy winters and warm summers lately. So it's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Is this pre-funk to drink before a party?
I don't know. I don't party. That was for the youth.
But I love this. A pre-funk. Like I want to use that now.
Instead of like pre-game, it's pre-funk.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I always did that. I mean, didn't you guys do that? You drink before the actually getting anywhere?
Yeah, I never called it pre-funk. And now I want to call it that. So now that's that. I'm going to call it that.
Okay. I'm sure this is very exciting for people to get through.
I love it. Spit. Something this guy does at least 90% of the time.
Yeah. No, it spits a lot. They're like,
oh, that's fun. That is fun. I love these type of things. So, go here first.
Okay.
Shadowlands.
Yes.
This is your series you're still working on, and it's amazing.
She just typed the end on one.
Yeah, but you guys know how that means. Is it really the end? Or is it just true. Now it's going to torture even more?
Yes.
I'm just hoping I'm not going to find some in the middle of the wave, like this huge plot hole that's going to wreck like the entire rest of the story. I'm like, please, say everything smooth.
Well, I think the one plot that everybody's interested in is this.
Well, I mean, that should be the only plot, right?
Because he's so pretty.
Yes. I saw this image. I was like, oh my gosh, look at those eyes.
And the hair.
There's just something about dark hair and blue eyes. That is just, and the tattoos.
Yeah. Yummy.
Yes. So this series has been a wild ride.
Yes. For me too.
It is, and the covers, it's
this last one. When she did it, I was like, I think it was her first try, and I was like, yep, done. This is it. This is gorgeous.
Well, I just keep thinking like the covers can't get better. The cover's not going to get better. It can't get better. You can't top the line, and then they just keep getting better.
Yeah,
it's amazing. But okay, so I was on your website, which by the way, you'll have to check out Stacey's website. It's gorgeous. I love your website so much. But I was looking at these covers. Mm-hmm. These are so gorgeous. And I've not read this series. And so you need to read this series first, correct?
Well, no, not first before. I wrote Savage Lands that you can read it as a standalone, but it is this same world where you have to read Darkness, Collector, and Lightness in that order. And they kind of all interact together. But then 20 years later, Savage Lands takes place. So it's in the same world. And there's a lot of stuff that why they are in the world they are is because of what Ember and all these characters, what they what happens in their life is but it's also in Budapest 20 years later, so it's not like you have to. But I found a lot of people that are like, I'm interested now, and you will find many links that people that have read it are going, I know what like there's just a lot of information that came from the first books.
Yeah, and I mean, this cover is...
Yeah, I just redid it, and I steamed up the whole first 4 books. Because when I first read it, Twilight was out, was that whole, that kind of more YA, kind of, and then it didn't take me long, but I think I was in the second book that I'm like, I'm not a YA writer So, but I still kept it pretty tame. And I'm like, I went back and I'm like, screw this. Let's not keep these tame anymore. So yeah, I added a lot new content and stuff. So
Oh, this is gorgeous,
Yeah.
Stacey. This is stunning.
same girl that did Savage Land, she did those. Yeah, when she did that one, I was like, that's my favorite.
Oh, I'm obsessed. Like, that is so beautiful. So yes, y'all need to check this series out as well if you are loving Savage Lands.
Oh,
I know, nice.
I know.
all right.
What
These are
Stuff.
also
They're
pretty.
gorgeous. Yes, I'm just like, oh, I get chills. They're so pretty. I really like that blue. So I'm curious.
Yes.
If so you had told us last time that you had been an extra in Scream, right?
Yeah.
So if you could have any of your books turned into a movie and you
Not a movie, Netflix, not
Yes.
a movie.
so
Yeah.
a Netflix series, right?
Mhm.
What book would you want to be an extra in?
Oh God.
You would be
Oh,
in it.
I mean,
Not
any of them.
into one, but you would be an extra.
Oh, I mean, any of them. To be on an extra on any of my sets. Oh my God, you could be contemporary. I don't care. Put me on it. Like I'll be the coffee girl to the one that like, I just fluff their bed pillows before they. I'm just like, hi. Yeah. I mean, that would be really exciting and fun to do. Like, I mean, to be back on set, but then I'd be so like, oh, that's not right. Oh, that's like, I'd be totally picking it apart.
Do you think there's one of your characters that you would ever want to like portray, like like a little side character, or just somebody you would want to walk in as?
No, because most of my side characters end up being lead characters. Like it's so funny. I tend to write so develop like that they end up getting their own story. So like they all are their individual. So I don't think there's anybody like I wrote that I feel like, oh, that's me walking, like a small bit part now. But I'd always want to be the leading, like, against Warwick. I mean, if they need a stand-in or,
because if that guy's the main character, I want to be the main character.
Yes. And I mean, what's that? Do you guys remember, why do I always forget the Love Actually? But the sweetest couple that ends up getting together is the one that's like in a porno. And I'm just like, that's the part, like, but it would be, Jason Momoa and me doing it.
Yeah.
So like that would be, I'd be like, I'll be the stand-in for the, sex scene when the character needs me.
Yeah. Oh, we can't see who it is, but Facebook user said Warwick.
Yay!
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Oh, yeah. All right, Ashton.
No, I don't know. I want to be an extra in one of these books too, but I want to be an extra that lives a long time. I don't want to be like killed off right away or anything.
Just like
that's how I would be. Yeah. Do you have anything else planned next after you're done with this series?
After this? Yeah, no, I'm gonna just focus on editing this because I mean it's like over 160,000 words now.
Oh my goodness.
It's that's 2 books. And somebody's like, wait, they're making 2 books. I'm like, no, it's going to be 1. It's just that is the size of 2. It could be 2 books. And so, but then after that, I am in this weird divide because I have several things that I have set in place within this story that one that 2 of them people that people don't know about. And one of them I've kind of put out there and they kind of have heard of with Corrigan, like that I could go back to that one. But then now this book has set up 2 more vehicles of like doing their own story. And I'm kind of in that torn, like, I don't know. And then part of me actually wants to kind of go back to contemporary romance and just write one to kind of like, almost like I need to flush all this, it gets sometimes too much every day of action and building and just, I don't want it to be the same story, always over and over. So I'm like, sometimes I just need to like maybe cleanse the palette a bit, there's been a story sitting in my head for about 2 years now. So it's like, maybe I should just write that one. But then I'm like, oh, but I can't, you don't want to lose also the buzz of like the one you're, like, oh, should I continue on this? So I'm in this, like, I almost don't want editing to end because then I'll have to decide.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure either way you go, we're all going to be excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least you know
Well, there's
that.
going to be somebody that's going to want the other one, or somebody that's, but, I'm just going to write whatever story I feel at this time needs to be told. So,
yeah. Whoever's voice is louder up here saying, I want my book.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it's so many times people, and I'm sure you guys get it too, how people are like, I'm mad at you. I'm like, I just write it. They're the ones that torture themselves. It's just me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm innocent. Like, I just write the stuff that they get into.
I love it. And you're going to Authors in Bluegrass, right?
Yes.
Are you doing any other signings this year or traveling anywhere?
I am. I'm going to be in Edinburgh in May. And then I'm doing I haven't traveled for so long now. I'm going to do big travel after that. And then I think there's a signing here in Seattle in July. And then right after that, next weekend, it's a Polycon. So that's in DC. Mm-hmm. And then I have the Kentucky one into September. So,
okay. So you have a few coming up. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite part about signings? I mean, obviously besides meeting readers, but do you try check out the city too, or what else do you like to do?
I'll always check out the city. I always, if I'm interested, I used to pick events for to travel. But so I'll always spend a day, but this time I feel like Kiki will definitely show us, around and stuff. But I just like being, I think because it's such an isolated job that we do, that when we all feel like, that we'll talk like little bits like this, but when we actually all meet in person, I'm so much in person kind of, I don't, I'm not a good on the phone person. I'm not a good chatter on, and Facebook, I get too many messages. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I really thrive off of, is that kind of finally in person, all of us authors getting together too, is meeting and talking. And it's just nice to have that energy, around. So you're like, I'm like, you guys get me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have a question for you too. How sad were you to hear about Jason's divorce?
Actually, really sad, because my chances did not move any. That boy could be gay, married, anything. My chances have stayed the same. So, especially 16 years. They, were married. Bad. I know not all of it, but lived together 16 years. That's, but
I thought about you right away though when I saw the article.
Yeah, I know everybody. I was tagged so much in that. I'm like, guys, I'm not joicing over this man's heartache, but I'm not also crying about it, but I'm not, because if you look at her character, and then I've met Jason twice now, and just those moments, I don't even know the man. He is so much. I mean, he's almost a little boy. He has so much energy. He's a go. He wants to be in it. And I'm probably more like her, where I would find that exhausting after a while. He wants to be kind of in this Hollywood, I'd travel with him, but so I kind of can see what happened, and everybody was throwing all these oh, he cheated. I'm like, no, I lived in Hollywood too. You can just see naturally, these two people were so different. And after a while, she's like, I'm the book and want to snuggle home with and stay with, away from the Hollywood scene with my kids. And he's the Hollywood scene right now.
Yeah.
So I, to me, I'm like, that is so sad, but it's very normal in Hollywood. Them even lasting 16 years is whoa,
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, I saw
but yes, I got tagged a lot.
Yeah.
I got tagged a lot for that. And I'm again, guys, my chances for me.
But we all thought about you. We were all rooting.
Yes. Thank you. In my head, we're dating. We're so in love.
Right. And I always forget that you lived in Hollywood too. You've lived in so many fun places.
I have, yeah.
How long were you in Hollywood for again?
7, probably way too long of staying there years. It's very exciting for people that don't know it to come in and visit. We had my friend, her friends would always come in, and they were just eyes dazzled. I mean, Hollywood, living there and acting in that world is so different. It's very soul sucking. I would probably say it was probably the worst years of my life, because it's so hard on women. You're never pretty enough. You're never good enough. You're never thin enough. I mean, the most beautiful model you'd see in the world, her boyfriend is still looking over her shoulder to a prettier girl, or somebody else walking in, it was that constant where you're just it was a hard, to me, unless, that is, I mean, there you have the thick skin, and there is nothing else in the world you're going to do, and you're going to do this and go for it. But if, it was just not meant for me, and I when I finally realized that, when I was sitting, we were traveling and we were going through Italy, and I just remember feeling so happy. Like I was just like, oh my God, I don't care about what, like my weight or what I'm eating today, or how many times I went to the gym, or if I'm not, this or that, and it was just like, I'm like, that's it. Like by that summer, or that fall, I had moved back to London, and I never went back. So, I mean, I will never take away the memories I had there. And I have some, again, looking back, like amazing times and things I did, but I would never do it again. Never.
You know what I've always wondered about Hollywood relationships? I wonder if any of them are actually like contractual relationships. Like it's a contract. You have to be together for a certain amount of years,
Tom and Katie, Tom and pretty much any of his past wives. Yes.
Like that's what I always think about when I think about like these
yeah.
Hollywood relationships,
Some, yeah. And I mean, some are always going to be because, they're trying to be leading man, and maybe they're dating another man. So yeah, there's all that going in. And plus there's a Hollywood that like, reality is where you live in the sense of what you get. And there's no understanding of real life. I mean, it's so you see like the people that were born and raised there. It's just like, it's to me, like if I ever had kids, I would move them there so fast. It's just one of those, but again, I'm like, I'm not trying to put it down. There's wonderful things about it too, but it's just a tough place. And, especially if that's exactly what you're going for. There's a lot of other things if you're living there, but it just for acting wise, it's a very harsh, reality, but we'll get off that topic.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just always one of the things
now, it's probably somebody like from LA's, watching this. Like, screw you. Sorry.
How dare you talk about us like that? That's funny. I instead of this or that tonight, I have which is worse.
Ooh.
Okay.
Which is where okay.
Which is worse? To show up late or get stood up?
Oh, show up late, I don't think's worse. I'm late all the time.
I'd rather show up late than get stood up, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. So I say stood up. That's the worst, right? So that's right.
Yep.
Okay. I'm like, do I have the? It's like that. What's that one game? Like you drink if like you did do it or didn't. I'm like,
have I ever ones?
Yes, that one. I'm always like, wait, do I drink? Wait, I forget which way it is. So, okay. So we say what we think is worse of.
Yep.
Okay.
Which one is worse? So having food stuck in your teeth or something stuck in your eye?
Teeth.
I really thought you were going to go somewhere.
I know. I did. I was like, going with this.
I was waiting for it.
Well, I could just like imagine like something stuck in your eye and you're constantly like going like that. Like which one?
It wasn't the eye.
But that I could feel like, oh, excuse me, like let me get that out. Where the tooth, you might not know, and so they're sitting there the whole time, like going, so teeth.
So, are you the person who will tell the person that they have something in their teeth, or you just ignore it?
I will tell. I'm pretty blunt. Like I am who I am. Like in the sense of honesty. Like and I'd rather them do the same to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't think it's rude to tell someone they have something in their teeth. It's just kind of like you got a little something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's crueler to like let them not, and you're like,
they just keep moving around.
That's why I said you guys are good friends.
Is your nose itchy?
I know, or is that a come on? What is this like? I'm like, I don't know what that's code for, but that's cocaine. Actually, isn't that cocaine? Or is it? Like, what was it? Like, I don't know. There was a sign that like a cocaine. Yeah.
Okay, but
Something I learned in LA. It's not great.
LA.
Oh, but they were by the bus boys, so they taught me a lot.
Oh. I love it.
It would just be a different life, different world. I can't imagine. All right. Which would be worse, to step on a snake or walk into a wasp nest?
Oh, wasp nest. That'd be like everywhere.
Yeah. No. Wasp. No. Mm-mm.
No.
I mean, a snake, you might get lucky and it just slither off.
Yeah, what kind of snake are we talking? Are we talking a cobra, panther?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, big giant one.
It's a little garden snake. I'm good. Like, poor little thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, wasp to me, I hate wasp.
Yeah, wasp, either way, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Yeah. Equal little assholes.
All right. Fart in front of your crush or fart during a presentation?
Presentation.
Yeah. Because you can kind of play off the crush thing. I mean, you'd be horrified, but yeah, you can play that off. Presentation, oh, that's a lot of unknown.
It's a squeaky floorboard over here.
I guess it depends on which way it comes out. You're like, yeah, I can't cover that one. Oh God, that would, yeah, no, because that's a lot more like you're trying to earn respect up there, trying to make them listen, and like you lost them after that.
Unless it was a silent one. What if it was just silent and really smelly?
You just hope then you're back enough high up on the stage that something that's there. Like there's a whole group of like your professors behind you, in line. Oh, that would be. That would be awkward.
I start like looking over my shoulder, like thinking it's somebody else, make them think I think it's one of them.
But that's like the obvious giveaway. So then you're like, okay, now I can't overcompensate, but then I'm not.
No, I'm still presentation.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. All right, which is worse, to split your pants or pee your pants?
Pee. Definitely pee. Wait, you hesitated. I'm like, you hesitated.
You're
still hesitating.
I'm just trying to like imagine them both like you can see
split pants. I mean, that's just like, you hopefully have underwear and you can be like,
yes, are we commando in this or
where is this split at?
I love how we're like, this is like those like, I'm too much of like one of those people that like, I need more details.
Yeah, we all want more details.
This is the underwear underneath. All right.
All right.
In the front or the back split. Anyways, we're down the center where I could cross my legs and nobody would notice. Pee, you can't hide that.
No.
I think pee your pants would be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it first starts out warm, but then it goes cold, and then after that, you're like in wet, cold clothes. Oh, not that I know. I have not.
I don't know. It seems like you are giving us a play-by-play.
Well, I'm like, is this like you lose full control of your bladder and like it's a lot, or is it just like a little bit? Because
like
then I can walk fast somewhere.
It doesn't tell us who it is, but somebody said this is hilarious. Thank you.
Thanks. I like trying new things. All right.
That's in your pants.
Which is worst? Send a screenshot to the wrong person or like your crush's older photo?
Screenshot.
Yeah.
Well, again, what's in that screenshot? What did I just send?
Yeah, because one time I accidentally sent a wrong text to the minister's wife asking if she wanted to go see Magic Mike.
Oh,
so that's totally fine. I'm talking like, what kind of screenshot are we sending?
I don't know. It just says screenshot.
Okay. I think still that over. Again, if
but
it's
why is liking your crush's older photo considered a bad thing? Is it because he would
stalking.
think you're like?
I think it's looking like you're stalking. But if you're a crush, who cares? Like
if it's your crush, you're just like looking at his pictures.
Because I know if my crush was like he went back and liked one of my older, I'd be like, he's looking at me. Like I would be excited for that. That would make me happy. Like that he was interested enough to want to go back into my stuff.
Yeah, it's only weird when you get a notification from like a stranger that's looking at photos from 2005.
Oh, I have those on. I'm sure you guys have those on Instagram too. That it's like, where did that one? That one was like 2 years ago. They like that one, and you're like, okay.
No. The best is when a relative comments on a photo that's like from ever ago, and it's like, what were you doing? Like reminiscing.
2 years ago, they're finally like catching up. I don't know.
Yeah, where'd you dig that up?
I don't know. I think it would be worse if it was like your ex's photo and you accidentally like hit like when you're scrolling.
Yes.
Like to me, that would be like worse.
That would be because if the screenshot was something innocent like a recipe or something, no, that'd be fine. And I think I'd be more embarrassed.
It's a nude. I'm just gonna say it's a nude.
Okay, then I'll take that one.
It could go either way. Depends on how you want to amp it up.
Yeah.
It would be worse if you were talking to your crush on like a message, and then you screenshot it thinking you were going to send it to your friend, but then send it to them. Like send it to the crush.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be kind of like try to explain that one out. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, see, screenshots are always worse.
That's why video and like no evidence. People, this is why I liked growing up in the time where we did not have evidence of our growing up youth. Like, God.
We had nothing.
Whew. We escaped by that one.
Love it. That was all I had for those.
Okay.
Aww,
they were a fun little thing. I found. Keep rolling. That's all it has. We only had those ones. I don't know. It was something new I found. I love Pinterest. I love to find new things.
Pinterest is nice. I do like Pinterest.
I know it was huge for a while, and then people lost interest in Pinterest. And I still am there all the time. Like I for characters and everything. I have boards for just Jason and just Jason and just cats because I'm going to end up building the cat dog lady. Yep, that's my life.
I'm on there mostly like if I need last minute gift ideas. Pinterest is the best place ever for last minute gifts. Like stuff I wouldn't even thought about. And just like putting it all together. And then it looks like you were really thoughtful. And I just totally gave myself away.
I was
gonna say,
we're watching this now. She's like, I just got a gift from you the other day.
I
just gave it all away. I'm just kidding. I spend lots of time and effort and thought into my gifts.
I spend a lot of time on Pinterest for everything. Recipes, things I want to do with my office, my house, book stuff. I spend a lot of time on Pinterest.
Yes, I still want to take one of my closets and turn it into a secret like walkway. Have you seen those?
Yes. Like a book room kind of too. Yeah.
Yes.
That would be fun.
So bad. I'm just gonna take a hammer.
And then reality is like you have this book closet and you turn around, your clothes are just in piles like around because you don't have room. Like that was your closet, babe. Like I don't have room to do that anywhere.
No, I don't have room to do half the stuff I see on Pinterest, but they make it look so easy.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Oh, I'd be like I love those, the reality of the Pinterest, like the baking ones, like where, it looks like this cute little cookie monster cupcake. And that's my reality would be over here where it's like this blue, like,
yeah,
that's me. That would be me.
Yeah,
I know.
Sometimes
that's my
recipes are hit and miss. Yeah.
But I'm like, those like the Pinterest things, I'm like, that to me is where I see people like their life on, social media and then my life on where I'm like,
Exactly.
I was like, nailed it.
Seriously, y'all. No, that's like when people can take the super cute photos or pouty photos. I can't do pouty. Like when people hold their books, and it's just like, it doesn't work for me.
Crazy. No, doesn't work for me either. I'm not. Yeah.
I want so bad to look pouty, but I can't. I'm always
it's like my lips aren't big.
It's okay to not look pouty. Like that duck face phase, I wanted to punch everybody in the face.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about me. I am not. I could never do it anyways.
No, it's just. I guess it's just. It reminds me so much of like that Hollywood, like we're like always posing, and I'm so anti-fake that I'm like, oh, just be real. Like just hold up the damn book.
Yeah,
look at my books. Yeah.
No, and so I always just look like. Well, basically how I do now. I'm just like, hi.
You like my book? Yeah. Well, this is why I don't put me, and I have a lot of hot guys, with my book around. So like, sex sells, baby, then he gets to hold my book.
Oh, no, that is a good idea. I should just like go find a guy and ask him if he would pose shirtless for my book.
just find some guy random on the street and be like, you hold this book. Take off your shirt
Can
now.
you just lift up your shirt quick? Can I see?
Yeah, can you just
Natalie, in today's world, have you guys even for a moment seen TikTok thirst traps? Every guy probably you run into would be like, sure. Like, it's just like,
oh my gosh.
If you see
This could
him
be a new
making a TikTok,
experiment.
go ask him.
yeah.
This could be a new experiment. We could just like walk around and be like, hey, do you care to pose with my book?
Yeah, but funny, none of the guys that I see that like, yeah, you want them to pull up their shirt are around me. I'm like, oh no.
I don't think I have them
No.
either. I live in a really small town.
I don't know where they live.
either.
It's some utopia that because I keep talking, like hearing the girls saying the same, like they're not living, I don't hear them around here. I don't see them around here. I'm like,
Where are these TikTok guys? Where are they
Like,
hiding?
We have to
Yeah.
go back to LA.
No. Maybe we don't see them around because they're always in the bathroom doing their TikTok.
Probably they're in the bedroom alone. Yeah, not going out because they're doing thirst trap TikToks and putting out like, I need a girlfriend. No, you don't. You don't want a girlfriend. You like, because you get 1,000 likes from girls and not one of them you've been like, oh, she's, I'll date her. Nope.
I know we need them to leave the bedroom, leave the ring light, come out so they can pose with our book.
Leave that red light alone. Get outside.
Yeah, we're in a weird phase right now, and I know COVID, was a lot of it, but I'm like, let's start getting outside again, guys. Like, it's just stuck in this like videotaping everything. Everything has to be documented. Everything has to be talked about. Everybody has to have opinion. I'm like, wow, let's just get outside and put down our phones for like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
I am all about it. I'm still trying to stalk Henry Cavill, and he hasn't been doing any Comic-Cons.
He hasn't answered any of my texts back. I don't know.
I know.
And the whole restraining order, sweetie, like, come on. That was just play.
There you go, though, Gail. You can use your Henry cutout and put your books by him.
There you go.
I wonder if I could get in trouble for that. You think I could?
No. Do you have any people use like his face and things? Like, I don't know. I don't think so.
I should. I could just pose with Henry and be like, today Henry's reading. No.
You could.
I'll be, hey! I'm going to hope to try and find a hot TikTok guy at a signing. Yes.
And single and looking for, tall blonde. I don't. If she doesn't stay with her cats and her dog the rest of her life. In her mind, dating Jason Momoa. But she's fine. She's fine. She's still scarred from this whole rock thing. But
Rockets?
And now she can kill people with apple seeds, but she's fine.
You learn something new every time you're here, Stacey.
I know. Really helpful stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Really
That's
helpful.
what we're going to call. Okay. The whole pre-funk thing. No, this is going to take off, y'all. Y'all think I'm playing.
Okay.
And Authors in the Bluegrass, we're going to have a pre-funk. In case y'all already forgot what that was the slang from Seattle that they call it before the pre-drinking.
Okay.
But it's pre-funk because it's for before a function. And so, yes. And we should do that.
I'm sure we will.
I think it's gonna happen at least once.
No, for Authors in the Bluegrass, our goal before the signing is to go see. We're gonna go out in Kentucky and see if we can find a hot guy to pose with our books.
Got it. Okay. I'm sure we can do that.
And we could make it a game.
Oh my God! Now you're getting us like we're on some bridesmaids mission. Like,
yeah.
No, this is taking me back to like. I don't want to do this again.
My jazz hands are coming out. My jazz hands are coming out, y'all.
No, oh no.
We're gonna make this a game, and we can even make a bet out of it, and see if we can get a guy to show up at the signing. See if we can find a guy. We're gonna go out to a bar and see if we can get a guy to show up at Authors of the Bluegrass with our book and pose.
Isn't this
Can
bad
I
like
say
a
this?
college town?
Do you think we're gonna get arrested?
As long as
No,
you're
I'm not
legal,
saying that. I'm
good.
just saying like there should be guys then, right? Because isn't it like it's like a college football stadium, isn't it?
Yes, we're in a football stadium. I don't know if it's called.
Football
Yeah,
stadium.
sure. I'm just
Where's
afraid that this is
Kiki?
you sober.
Where's
Yeah,
Kiki?
we'll
She
get
know.
Kiki on. I'm sure she'll help us out. Nah.
Yeah, this is me sober. Wait till I have some.
Yeah, I'm
drinks.
afraid. I'm really afraid.
When I drink, when I get tipsy, I just get louder and more excited.
Yeah, I was like, I have to bring you down.
All right.
Someone said I volunteer as tribute to help y'all.
So who's gonna be our tribute?
I
I'm
don't know.
excited.
Someone's gonna help us though.
I don't know. I'm excited. We've already got a tribute.
See, the more I drink, the more I'll be the one that's willing to go out and talk to them and be like, "Hey, you."
You need.
Yeah,
to
I would never.
come
I'm
talk
always
to
the
people.
shyer. Yeah. I'm always the one that stood back. I'm like, yeah, I'll let you do that. I'll just stare at him.
No. Stacey, you got to do it too. You got to do it too. It's gonna be so much fun.
No, it's not.
She's down for the pre-funk, but not the TikTok guy part.
I
No. See, that's where it comes in. We're gonna do the pre-funk to get Stacey drunk to go.
Getting me like, I bet I can out drink and be drunker than you. Like, it's the fact of, I mean, you know, I like the whole guy aspect. I'm just not one of those. I was never one of those participating in like these games. It's like icebreaker stuff. Like that stuff, like leave me out. Like that's the reminds me of like all those bridesmaids. I mean, we had all those things that they forced you, like game night, then you had to get those things all night and with the brides. Do you guys remember that back in the day and all your friends are getting married?
Selling penis straws.
Yeah. Like getting guys to take pictures with them
That
and
used to
stuff.
be
But
an
I'm like,
app.
that's what it sounds like.
Okay, so what if we just walk around?
She's really serious. How about we talk about it there? We'll round back onto this subject when we're in Kentucky.
We got like 6 months planned.
Actually, I feel like Stacey's going to avoid me now in Kentucky.
She is. She'll be like, can I get a table far away from her?
I'll just be like slowly like sinking down. No.
She's gonna hear me yell across the room, Stacey! Remember
when
we were talking
about? I don't know who this woman is.
Oh, Megan. Hi, Megan!
Oh, hey, Megan.
I don't care if you can see who it is now. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm like so excited now. I don't know if you can see who it is now, but it's Megan, and I will assist in any and all shenanigans. Yes.
See? Perfect.
Shenanigans will happen. Y'all all need to come to Authors in the Bluegrass. And I am going to try and see tomorrow, though. It's going to be my mission if I can find somebody to raise their shirt up and take a picture of my book. Just because I'm curious now.
Go like to the grocery store. I mean, like, where are you going to go?
Ask
I don't know yet. I'm just going to see if I can make it happen.
Oh, God, good on you.
And you know what? It doesn't even matter if they're hot or not. I feel like I just want, it might even be funnier if I just find somebody really random. And if they might just be like, like hold it.
Get like your grandpa. That'd be cute.
Gosh, I would. A little thumbs up.
Your wrinkles. That'd be cute.
Oh, no.
Good times, guys. See what happens when we brainstorm?
Oh, yeah. Deep stuff over here.
Please don't block me after this.
I said, all we've done is make Stacey go, I'm going to stay far away.
I promise I'll behave.
Till a second whiskey.
And she's forcing drinks at you so you can go look for guys.
It's just so funny though. Like whenever you ask people really awkward questions, just to see what they're gonna say or do. I love it. Do you know?
No, see, I'm like, I don't even like reading awkward stuff in books. Like I'm, Like, because I don't, sometimes it feels so far fetched, but I'm like, no, I guess I take on that awkward. I feel that awkward. I'm like, oh, I've lived so long being awkward. I was like, no, it's not fun for me. I never like those TV shows. Like, what was that spook when they used to pull jokes? I know, like on celebrities and stuff like that. I hated those things. Like, I don't know, just the awkwardness, how long they would do that.
Ashton,
yeah, that one. I was like, nope. Yeah.
What was it called? Was it Punked?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel people's awkwardness so bad. I'm just like, no, I can't do this.
Don't read my stuff.
Don't read my stuff.
I know. I love awkward moments. I actually write my embarrassing moments in some of my books.
I mean, I don't mind if, like, because we've all lived embarrassing moments, and there's some cute ones, but there's some awkward ones that, like, especially like, okay, maybe this is more of my issue. When you take someone like, J-Lo, and you put her in a rom-com that she's tripping over herself and stumbling, you're like, oh, please. Like, I'm sorry. She is not going to be tripping over herself and being like, oh, I'm so awkward. No. So I guess it's more of that kind of forced stuff that I sometimes read in books that are like, no, this would not happen. Like, I guess they're genuine, like, awkward. Yeah, that stuff. I was like, oh, I feel that, because that would happen. I think it's more that's forced stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like even if J-Lo fell, she would fall, like, so gracefully.
Yeah.
It'd be like the most beautiful fall ever.
Yeah. It's just like, I remember she did that
to help her.
Yeah, rom-com that she was like klutzy or something. I'm like, no one's gonna ever buy Jennifer Lopez's klutzy girl. Like that's us. Like you can't take those roles from us.
I do love J-Lo. She's so beautiful.
I know. That's why. But that, like, yeah, she's.
Yes. But Emma Stone, I could totally see her tripping. I love her too.
Yeah. We totally have gotten off. Any more questions?
Yes. Do you have any questions for Stacey while we have her here before she leaves us?
Before I'm like, I gotta go.
She's like, I didn't fill out that 2023 schedule, did I?
But like, I gotta go. My dog needs me. I have to go. What was it? No, I gotta go out of the country and wash my hair.
Last chance for questions for Stacey. Dun dun dun. As you can see her at Authors in the Bluegrass, and let's see, you're going to be in Seattle. Well, you're already in Seattle, but there's a sign in Seattle and Edinburgh. Oh, T has a question for you. Will there be a pre-order form for a Polycon?
Yes, because I will probably only have pre-orders. So yes, there will definitely be a pre-order for Polycon. Not yet, but there will be.
Ah, are you going?
I think she's talking to you.
I was like, who are you asking?
No, I was asking.
I was like, are you asking? Clearly, Stacey is going.
I got to meet her at a where was I? Oh my god, I just went blank.
Music City? No, Bells. Music with
Bells. Yes. Bells. Why did I go blank?
I go blank all the time, and it's so hard when you're a writer to be like, no, I go blank all the time. I'm like that word. That word.
Yes. You got to see my Henry Cavill to cut out. Yeah, so I don't know if she left us, but yeah, so I hope I can go to Polycon. I don't know yet if I'm going to be able to go.
I think it's sold out now, but
yeah, I didn't get tickets.
I mean, like, you're already for just visiting or going as a?
No, I wanted to go as a reader, but I didn't get tickets right away because it's in July, and usually it's always like in March, isn't it? Or the last time I went, it was like in March or something. But July is sometimes when we do our family vacay. So
I'm like, ooh, July in DC. Oh well, like that's gonna be like, March probably be pretty, nicer weather.
Yeah.
DC gets really humid for us, Pacific coasters. That.
Yeah. But yes. I'm always so scared I'm gonna mispronounce her name, but that's why I just keep calling her T. Tiana is super sweet, so I hope you get to meet her at a Polycon. She's really sweet, and yeah, she's asking about your pre-order, so it's gonna be exciting.
Fun.
All right. Any more questions? I'm the worst with pronouncing names.
I'm too. I'm really bad.
I'm really bad. Okay, all right. I'm going to try to say it again. Ashton, is it Tijan? Dijon?
I don't even know how to pronounce it. I love her books, but I don't even know how to. I say Tijan.
Oh yeah. No, I have the same problem. I'm like, unless I don't hear it, I'm like, I think I hear
terrified of pronouncing names, and though somebody else.
Or I really hate that, you don't know the author, and so you are like, do I just call you SC? They go by their initials.
Initials.
So awkward. You're like, I don't what do I call you? And then
you just say the letters, or or if you know their real name,
there's a few authors that they won't even give other authors their real name. So you're like, so what do I call you? I'm sorry, I'm not going to call you initials.
Yes.
You say, hey, you. Hi.
Yeah. You. Yeah, you, that one.
And there's people I've talked to a lot on the internet, and I still don't know how to say their name. I don't know how to pronounce their name.
Well, I know a lot of, readers probably don't know how to pronounce half of my, actual character names. So there's that too. I've done that. I was reading a book. I think it was, I don't know if it was Sarah J. Maas. It was somebody's like that was huge. And I had for so long said it one way. And then somebody came back to me and was like, oh no, it's this. And it was I almost it disturbed me. I was like, no, I can't, I couldn't seem to unravel my mind, of that. No, his name was this, So it was years of I was calling it, and then they're like, they said it different. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah. Well, my husband's family is Greek. And so I'm pretty sure I'm still pronouncing half their names.
They're like, she's so American.
I'm just like, hey guys. So yeah, I'm the worst. So if I ever mispronounce somebody's name on here, I'm just publicly apologizing now.
Well,
I write.
You can't really mess up mine. I'm the most American, cowgirl, Stacey Marie Brown.
I love your name. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm just Gail.
I'm just Gail.
Ashton, your name's easy to pronounce, Ashton. Oh, was it my name? Okay, I said it earlier, and I'm afraid I said it wrong.
She said, I'm back.
So we'll say it again to her.
Well, now I'm nervous. I'm on the spot.
Come on the spot.
Okay.
Pull up your shirt. Show the book. Let's go.
Is it Tiana? Never mind. Now I'm on the spot. And I feel bad.
See,
I'm a horrible person.
Yeah. Say it. Because I'd say Tijuana.
Oh, there she goes.
That's what I read earlier. Tijuana. Yes.
Very pretty.
It is. It's so pretty. It's like my daughter's name. My daughter's name is Ioana in Greek, and everybody mispronounces it. And the only reason I can pronounce it is because my husband told me how.
Your daughter.
She's your daughter.
It's still the kid's 12. Mom, not how you say my name. You should know.
I call her Bunny. Okay.
That's why you call her Bunny.
No, I just if it makes anybody feel better, I can't even say my kid's name.
You, buddy.
I love her so much.
I just can't say her name. Oh, Mom of the Year.
Anyway,
that's okay. My parents. That's why my parents probably named my Brett and I so easy. Like cowboy names, Stacey and Brett.
Oh, Tijuana said, "You guys are so funny. This made my night."
Oh, good.
It's
always made somebody's day.
One. We got
with
one.
Our killer apple seeds.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Stacey, we love you so much.
Yes, we do. I can't wait to meet you in person in
I know.
I cannot wait.
If you do
We're
scream my
person.
name across I will duck behind something.
No.
I know we're gonna have to watch Ashton. She can be so embarrassing sometimes.
Oh my God,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's totally her.
I cannot wait. But yes,
right.
we are definitely having a pre-funk. Okay.
What was that
Jill
thing in that
Brown said, "Hey, mom's listening."
Yeah. Yes. Your name. You guys did not name us like some high, like hard name. It's pretty like basic.
Is that your mom, Stacey?
That's my mom. Yes.
That's Stacey's mom.
Yes, and my mom has it going on. So if I hear one thing about that,
we were all
song
thinking it.
written about me, and it's about my mom and not me. I'm like, Jesus, this is like epic of my life. Even a song can't be about me.
Oh, we love Stacey's name too, by the way. It's cute. And you did a wonderful job with Stacey. You had so much fun with her.
She's totally fine. Fine. I feel like I sound like Ross now. Fine.
Fine. I'm fine.
Totally fine. Did a fine job, Mom. Totally fine.
Oh, Jill said your names are wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Well, all right, guys. This was a blast.
It was. I can't wait.
I know. It'll be fun. All right. So July, ladies, I will see you in July. No, September. Sorry, September. But maybe in July if you come to Polycon.
Oh, Jill, do you read Stacey's books? Joanna wants to know if you read her books.
She does. She actually is my first person that will go through it because I don't spell so well. So she likes to it's like kind of letting me like have clean underwear before I go and get in a car accident kind of thing. She just, before it goes to the editor, she just wants to make sure it's not so horrible. It's embarrassing, No, she's kind of like, she helps, like, she's my sounding board. So like, she knows all the plot and story. We talk it through. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome. All right.
Well, I gotta go feed my dog. All right, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.